What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. This is Aaron with Driven by Dreams. Changed my name again. So I have a really crazy, to me, really cool nostalgic haul. A lot of the stuff I got is Star Wars related. I got some Lord of the Rings stuff. I mean, I got vintage stuff. I got some modern stuff. I got some plushes. I got Gremlins and Dumbo and stuff like that. So I want to say thank you guys for tuning in. In this video, I'm going to show you some stuff that I got. I saw a listing. I kind of misinterpreted the listing. On the listing, it said $10 per tote, 3 totes available. If you get all 3 totes, it's like $25. So I drove out there. It was about like a 2-hour drive. I get there, it's a pawn shop, and the guy's got like 8 to 12 totes full of action figures. But I misinterpreted the listing. I didn't realize it was $10 an item in those bins, and it was 3 items for $25. The way he described the listing was interpreted by me. It says $10 per tote. So I didn't realize it was per item per tote. And when he got there, it's like, if you want to buy a whole tote, it's $100. I don't know what's in there. It's a mystery grab bag, whatever. He said you can't take a bunch of items and high market stuff and throw all the good stuff in one bin and buy the whole tote. So anyways, long story short, I did actually buy some really cool items. I think I got a very, very good deal on these things. He actually gave me a couple items for free. The pawn shop was my first stop, and then I remembered that I actually saved another listing out by where this other place was in the same town and got 3 items from somebody else, and that'll be another story for the end of the video. So we're going to get right into this. I had a really, really fun time. I was there for a while. I gotta find my GoPro. I didn't want to be sitting there holding my phone doing a blog or doing like an item by item thing. So as of right now, you're just kind of getting the stuff that I picked out of the bins. So it's windy out here and it's getting dark. So one of the first things I got was the Fellowship of the Ring. It's Lord of the Rings. It's Moria Orc as well as Merry and Pippin. These things are extremely well made. It's just KB Toys. It says it was $13 back in 2001. This is really sick. These figures are huge, extremely well detailed. I don't even know who makes these. Toy Biz and Marvel actually makes. Wow, that's really cool. So anyways, so these are really cool figures. I think the middle figure is about 7 to 8 inches tall. This is like a triple pack. It's made by New Line Cinema, I guess. So yeah, I got this for $8 because what he did is he took all the items in a pile, and every item was 10. He combined 3 to do 25. So I got like 3 things like this for 25. So hopefully you guys think that's pretty cool. I mean, a lot of people haven't seen toys like this in the store since, you know what, 23, 24 years ago. So I thought that was pretty awesome. I'm going to start putting some stuff down here because the ground's a little wet. I'm going to put it in a box. We're going to mix it up a little bit. This is another item. So this is a Star Wars Anakin to Darth Vader. It's 2 figures in one. So it's Anakin Skywalker and he turns into Darth Vader. So that's pretty cool. You can put the cape on and you put the helmet on him. You put the shoulder piece on him and the chest piece on him. And he turns into Darth Vader. So I thought that was really cool. It's basically Revenge of the Sith, where he's wearing the little bit of tiny brown and he's wearing black. And this is from 2013. It says Ollie's on here, but Ollie's usually get stuff that's like a year or 2 old. So I mean, this was actually bought at Ollie's for $16 back probably in 2014 or 15, and now it's 11 years old. So it says breathing action, red lightsaber, real movie lines, attachable pieces. So I got this as another $8 item. The lightsaber is huge. I thought it was really cool. It's a really good likeness of Hayden Christensen. It's funny that this came out. I think Revenge of the Sith came out in 2006, and this toy came out 7 years after, or 6 years after. This is 2012, 2013. So thought that was really cool. Electronic toys, Star Wars toys, stuff like that is really awesome. Here's another one. So the reason why I bought these is because when I was there, he's like, yeah, look stuff up. He goes, you know, get some good prices. I hope you can make some money on stuff. There was other toys that I would have gotten. If it was $10 a tote or if it was a few dollars a toy, I would have gotten it. But he's like, I just pulled this stuff out of storage. He said, I don't really know what's in there. He goes, just go through it. I'm not into the new stuff. He said, I don't really know much about video games. He goes, I'm into like tin toys and like model trains and black and white movies. He goes, the guy was like 80 to 90 years old and he was walking barefoot around his pawn shop he was renting. So anyways, this is super cool. There's actually faces in his kill. That's crazy. So this is Azog. This is an orc. The Hobbit. This is the Desolation of Smog. So that's pretty sick. This is from 2013 as well. So anyways, I wouldn't have bought these if there wasn't a profit on them. I mean, I might keep some stuff. We'll see. There's some really cool items in here. Maybe a couple items might be gifts. I'm not 100% yet. We'll get into some really cool stuff. I got some Godzilla magazines, or comic books. They're made by a company called IDW, and I actually got 3 of them for $1 a piece. So Kingdom of Monsters was number 1, and then another one is Kingdom of Monsters. So that's pretty cool. That actually looks like Godzilla 2000. This looks like 1984 Godzilla, but that's still sick. Don't know when these are published, but it does have a .com on the front of them, and they are $4. So they're probably common or maybe at least newer comic books, but I like the artwork. I love Godzilla, and for $3 for stuff that I haven't seen before, I mean, I might even just keep these. I probably won't even sell these. I just like Godzilla a lot. So super cool items there. This was actually an item that he gave for free, so we'll go through this at the end. I'm just kind of pulling stuff out of the bin. This is like a bunch of accessories, weapons. I mean, who knows, everything can be in here, so we'll probably go through that at the end. So I'm going to put that aside over here for now. We're going to get into crazy cool items now. So check this out. Imperial Stormtrooper and Ezra. These are huge. I think these are 18-inch tall figures. They each have the blasters, and his lightsaber rifle thing is right here. There's a lightsaber's actually in there. This is brand new, sealed, 2014 here. So these are 18 inches tall. I got this for $8, like I said. So this is super cool. Something that came out 10 years ago that people might not be able to have. I'm going to clean it up a little bit. It's kind of dusty, so whatever storage unit they got this from. They said that they did like storage auctions or estate cleanouts, I think something like that, but they don't do anything online. The guy doesn't have a phone. He said he only uses the computer when he's at the shop. He to reply back to Facebook Marketplace listings. He doesn't know how to use a phone. He didn't even know you can go on YouTube on the computer. I mean, the guy was older, so didn't take an advantage of him. He actually gave me a pretty good deal. It was $120 for all the stuff you're gonna see. Here's another cool item: Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring. This is Lurtz as well as Boromir. It doesn't look like Boromir at all. It actually looks like the King of Gondor. But anyways, Boromir, that's the guy who gets shot with an arrow trying to save Frodo after he tries to take the ring. So this is 2001. These are also very, very good, like well-detailed figures. They're about 8 inches tall. So I thought these are awesome. These are all these items that I got, though, for $8 a piece are vintage. They are, you know, anywhere from 2014 and earlier, like 90s. So what is this one? This is 2013. This is also from The Hobbit. So let me just give you for instance. It's not all about money. I mean, the chase for this was awesome. Going out there, driving 2 hours, wonderful weather, 75 degrees, just cruising, coming back with some really cool nostalgic toys. Stuff like this, though, people don't think. Like, this is a Hobbit figure. This is Radagast. This is the crazy, creepy guy with that cabin in the woods. And something like this that I bought for $8, he sells for $45 to $55. So if you extrapolate that by all the items that I got, I think I got about 12 to 13 items, maybe more. Every one of those items that I bought, the comparison, people call it comps. The comps on it are pretty good. I mean, it's at least 4 to 5 times what I paid for it, which is awesome. And now that Mercari has free selling fees, I can actually get more of my profit back rather than giving them 13% fees. So depending on where it sells, Marketplace has gone up. eBay's basically stayed the same. But anyways, so stuff like this, you can say, hey, I got 3 things for $8 a piece, so $25. This will pay for the $25, and then it'll make 20, and the other 2 items are profit. So that's just the way I look at it. Everything's kind of a numbers game. You know, I walked out of there being pretty satisfied and happy with the $120 I paid, even though I thought I was going there buying 6 full totes of toys for probably $60 to $70. But anyways, that's a different story. So this is Showdown at Teth Palace. These are Star Wars diecast miniatures. This is Obi-Wan's battalion. I think it's orange. So it's Asajj Ventress with a clone, Phase 2 clone trooper. Now, I've had one of these before. I actually bought one of these, I think, at Goodwill for like $1 or $2 a while ago. And I actually sold it for like $30 to $35. So I actually paid up for this a little bit. I paid $8, but these still sell for $25 to $30. So I'm just saying, for something this small, for these tiny little figures that go with like a map that's not even included, these are just like an expansion. I just said these are cool. I've had this exact pack before, and it sold pretty well, and a lot of people like that item. Let's change it up a little bit. Let's get a newer item. So this is what, 2013. This is actually very expensive. This is a Kenner Only at Kmart, exclusive Return of the Jedi. This is a remake. It's called like the Retro Collection. Ewok Assault Catapult. This is still brand new and sealed. This is 11 years old. And the original one in the box, I think goes for like 150 to 170. The Retro Collection one still sells for like $110 shipped. So this is pretty crazy. The box is in excellent condition. It's still sealed. Thought that was cool. It comes with 2 Ewoks called Shubray and Stemsy with a catapult. So I thought that was pretty neat. I've never seen this before. You know, like I said, the time to buy something is when you see it, and I didn't really want to think too much on it. We're going to get into some more figures, so I thought this was kind of cool. This is the Star Wars Episode 1 Darth Maul Hallmark keepsake ornament. This is 2000. I made sure he was in here and he wasn't broken, and I just thought this was neat because, I mean, look at that, Darth Maul. I mean, this is what, 24 years old? I would put tissue paper and some bubble wrap around it, and I will put an ornament like hanger on there or something. But super cool figure. I mean, Hallmark makes some really nice detailed ornaments. I think he might have given this to me for free, maybe not, I don't remember. But I looked it up, and I think they're going for like 25 to 30 bucks, I think, still, just because they're probably sought after now. Let's do a really cool item. This is one of my favorite items to pick up. You can't even see him on screen. So this right here is a shock trooper or like Coruscant Guard. Really cool. He's 31 inches tall. I don't even know. I mean, you can put him on the thing. It's going to go out of frame. Still sealed in the package. Has his blaster rifle. Really cool. Coruscant Guard shock trooper from the Clone Wars. I thought this is amazing. I think these are exclusive to Toys R Us and stuff like that. He's from 2013. He's 11 years old. So this came out right around like the 5th year of Clone Wars, the animated series that came out. So I thought this was awesome. One of my favorite pickups of the day. I got that. It actually had a $10 price tag on it, and it looked like it was from a tag sale, and somebody didn't buy it. So I'm guessing where this pawn shop was, because it was in the middle of nowhere, there wasn't a lot of younger kids. The people that I saw in there were either trying to pawn, so there wasn't that many people, silver coins, gold, like banknotes, guns, stuff like that, antiques and stuff like that, and people weren't really looking at the toys. There was actually one guy that was in there. He's like, oh, you know, by the way, the owner said you're gonna have some competition, and the guy actually helped me pick out a couple cool items. He's like, nah, man, I'm into Ninja Turtles and like He-Man, so he actually gave me some cool stuff that he saw that I didn't get to go through that bin yet. So thought this was pretty cool. That shock trooper, like I said, he was $8. He sells around $100 to $130, brand new like that. I've already cleaned him up. He looks amazing. I actually just listed him online last night. Couple more Lord of the Rings figures. So we got Fellowship of the Ring. We got a newborn Lurtz, super cool, really detailed. Another thing from 2001. We'll make this a little bit quicker because it is getting darker out. Fellowship of the Ring Orc Overseer. He's got the whips, and he's got, that's just creepy. He's got like a slave or something here. Look at that. It's got like a, that's just, it's got a pod. That's gross. It's got like a weird, like a heart-shaped pod that this guy like gets born out of with veins all over him. That's just gross. So he has a newborn Urukai. So I guess you push him and he slides out of the egg. It's kind of like alien. Oh, that's gross. It's like a xenomorph. So we're getting down to the last couple items. I think this was actually the free item. This is Mace Windu Black Series with Jango Fett's helmet. Is his head in there? Probably not. This is a 2013. The blister came off, but these sell for like 45 bucks. Mace Windu 2013 Black Series. I didn't even know they had Black Series 11 years ago. That's crazy. Small figure, not super detailed. It's all right, but it's like a 4-inch figure, so it is not a 6-inch figure. He does come with an extended lightsaber that's purple, as well as a one that's regular, just a hilt, and as well as Jango's helmet because he cuts his head off. There was one. Oh, here's the other item. This is the free one. I'm sorry. This was Torin Farr. I don't even remember where she's from, but this is another Star Wars Black Series. So this was free, as well as the accessories bag. So that's another Black Series figure he gave me for free. This is Gandalf. This is amazing. He lights up. His staff lights up and everything. Super cool. Another 2001 Lord of the Rings figure. Let's just put this aside. And then what else do we have? We have one more cool item, and then I'm up, and it fell out of the box. Bear with me. So as you can see right here, this is Jango Ship's Slave One, or Fire Spray class starship. They renamed it since Boba Fett came out. So I'm not going to take all these out, but it does come with seismic charges as well as 8 missiles. To find something like this is super cool. because normally like the missiles are missing, normally the wings are missing, normally stuff's, you know, broken and stuff. So this is pretty awesome. It's got a handle on the back of it. It comes with its original box. When did this come out? 2001. So check that out. Super cool. You have a handle on it. It's got a thing where you push the button and this comes down, and then you push the rockets out and you turn it and they shoot out. So I thought that was pretty awesome. These pivot, and then it's got like a battle damage thing here. You can change it to, you know, between like battle damage and like mint. So I thought that was cool. It's got missile holders in the back. The wings flip up. Thought this was pretty awesome. I actually had one of these before. I got in a huge lot with a Millennium Falcon, and I actually sold this for like 80 to 120 bucks. Don't remember how much. But I thought this was sick because it comes with a lot of the projectiles. It comes with the original box, which I absolutely love. This era of Star Wars with the blue. I love this. A lot of people kind of give hate towards the Power of the Force figures, the red and green ones, but I think the arrow with the blue boxes was amazing because that's when like episode 2 Attack of the Clones came out in Clone Wars. A lot of the stuff was blue, so that's super cool. I already listed that online. I had one of those before. Let's get some stuff off the table and let's make some room. I hope you guys are enjoying the video. Thank you guys for tuning in. I do blab a lot. I'm a very hyperactive person. I love this stuff. This is a huge passion for mine. We're going to dump out this bag of accessories, and then we'll get to the last 3 larger items in a minute from a different seller on the way home. So I don't even know what's in here. I didn't open the bag when I was there. This item and the Torin Far Black Series were free. So he probably didn't think that this was worth $8 to sell to me. So because, you know, I guess he said that he didn't know what was in the bins per se, which would be truthful if he just giving me stuff for free. So we got some really cool accessories. I don't know what some of this stuff is. This looks like Warriors of Virtue or something like that. Some really cool weapons. I have no idea. I mean, I can tell the difference between like Ninja Turtle stuff and like Transformer stuff. Some of this stuff looks like G.I. Joe. I mean, I don't even know. Like, what would have a weapon that big that lights up? That's just insane. This looks like the Sword of Omen. This could be something like Power Rangers-ish or maybe like Thundercats. This is just a bunch of random assortment stuff. This is another light up toy that looks like goes with the gun. It's a blade. I saw some Halo weapons in here. I swear I remember this whale from somewhere. I have no idea. But the thing is, if you think about it, this is also the barrel for that other weapon. A lot of pistols. So there's 2 pistols here. Now, which is weird that there's a bag full of this. Has to be from somebody's collection because everything that I bought and everything that I saw in the bin was brand new, which means they had another bin probably of loose figures that weren't new, and these are probably the weapons that went to those figures, because like I said, this definitely looks like Lego Technic or Bionicle or something like that. These are obviously G.I. Joe backpacks, so a whole bunch of those. This looks like it goes to a 12-inch G.I. Joe's kneecap. I mean, there's a flag. Just kind of going through this with you guys because I honestly, this has plasma on it. I have no idea. So if you guys know, leave the comments down below if you guys have, like, this is a Mr. Potato Head tongue. I have no idea. This weapon looks just ridiculously spacey. I have no idea what any of this stuff is. So I mean, like if I ever find figures that don't have accessories, I have a huge bin full of accessories and weapons that I'll go through and try and see if I can find similar or comparable or the exact same weapons and accessories that a figure would have. Spy gear that I have no idea what this is. I don't know. Like I said, I'm just going to go through all this stuff with you guys. Another backpack for G.I. Joes. This looks like it's for a 12-inch figure. This is like G.I. Joe. Fabric in China, made in China. I have no idea, but this is like an M4. So yeah, here's a G.I. Joe head. That looked like Snake Eyes. I'm just going to throw it out on the bag. We'll get to the last few items. Like I said, I just got this because I have a lot of action figures that are missing projectiles, are missing weapons, are missing accessories and stuff like that. And even if it doesn't go to that exact figure, some people will buy it because it'll go to another figure that they might have. I mean, who knows? One of these days I might just sell an entire lot of like accessories and figures and like parts and weaponry and projectiles and stuff like that. Here's a battle rifle from Halo. So like, I saw that. This is a SMG from Halo 2. That looks like the Connects figures. Here's the Magnum from Halo. So I'm just saying stuff like that. There's some really cool dice, and here's a lightsaber hilt for Lego. Here's a samurai sword that looks like it goes to Leonardo. So I'm just saying, if I spent the time to go through all this, I can probably figure out what kind of at least line or brand it would be. So for free, I thought it was pretty cool. You know, I threw it in the pile expecting to pay $8 for it, which I don't know why I would do that, but honestly, he gave it to me for free, which I thought was a pretty honest thing to do, because it's pretty much just a bunch of random miscellaneous stuff that I have no idea it goes to. All right, so moving on to the last few items. The wind is really picking up here. It was really nice today, and all of a sudden the sun's going down, and now it's just extremely breezy. So I'm gonna take a breather. A long story short, I was driving. I was about 2 or 3 miles from the pawn shop where I got all these items, and I remembered the night before when I was looking online, this something popped up, and it was $10, and it said Giant Gizmo plush, $10, and I remembered it was in the same town as the pawn shop. Little did I know that when I remembered when I was driving, I instantly turned around, and it was 1.8 miles from where I had driven to after the pawn shop. So I was super close still, and I had messaged, and it was actually, come to find out, it was a 15-year-old kid who was starting to try and get into reselling. And it was an amazing experience because he actually sat there and he listened to me talk, took my advice, asked me questions, told me like, hey, what would you pay for this? And like, how would I sell this? And how can I market this? And I was talking to him, and a super, super knowledgeable kid, like loves clean items, loves stuff with certain facial features, loves stuff with tags on it, loves larger items. He tried to sell me, his name is Joe. We actually became Facebook friends. He said, can we talk outside of, you know, a listing? Can we talk as like messenger friends? So I said, sure, man, if you ever need any help, let me know, or let me know how you're doing and stuff like that. I'd love to see how your success is going. And we shot the breeze for like an hour and 10 minutes. So this is the first item that I bought from him. This is a 30-inch tall Gizmo plush. I got this for $10, and this is what he advertised the price for. I'm not sure what year it's from. It says it's licensed by Gremlins, from Warner Brothers, by Toy Factory. Gizmo Gremlins. I have no idea the year on this thing, honestly, but I think he sells for like $100 and something. But he's super adorable. This is like the childish looking one. This is like the Mogwai. So this is adorable. He's super soft. He's huge. He's just cute, and he's super clean. I mean, I might clean him up a little bit, throw him in the washing machine. But this is just really cool to have. I love larger plushes like this. I'd rather pay a little bit for a huge plush than a lot of money for a tiny one. Because stores nowadays like GameStop are selling like small little 8-inch Pokemon plush for like $18 to $25. That's not feasible for me. Another item that I bought from him, he's like, yeah, why don't you look through my listings and I'll bring a couple things out. I ended up buying a Celebrations Hollow Venusaur from Celebrations Pokemon set for $1. He goes, I'm asking $2, I'll take $1 for it. And I literally just pulled 4 quarters out. I was like, here, dude. I was like, you can have it. And he's like, well, I have some other plushes if you're interested. I have a PS2, an NES, and I have a Xbox 360. And he's like, I'll do $200 on all 3. And I was like, man, I said, I have a lot of 360s and a lot of NESs and PS2s. And I said, I don't know if I can be the right buyer for $200 right now. I said, you know, I know that I'm here right now. I said, I wasn't really planning on spending that much. I just blew a bunch of money. And he's like, yeah, I feel you. And he goes, you know, and then he started telling me one rule of reselling or buying stuff is you don't usually want to tell the buyer how much you paid for an item. And he told me that he bought a DS and a DS Lite, I think, or something like that for like $20 a piece. And he's like, well, I'm asking $50 a piece. I said, this is what you should do. I said, buy a cheap charger on Amazon, get a couple games for each system. And I said, market each one of those for $70 a piece. I said, I guarantee you you'll sell those, no problem. And then the next day I said, why don't you try and see if you can find any other extra cords for the PS2 and the Xbox and stuff, put a couple games with them. And the next day he actually messaged me. He's like, dude, I just sold like this, and this for like $125. He goes, thank you so much for your help. Thank you for giving me tips. So really, really, really kind kid, very, very like well-mannered, like had amazing like listening skills, like took advice very nicely. Like I'm 35 years old. He was 15. He didn't have to. He could have just said, okay, thanks for your money and bye, you know. But I actually bought a couple more items off him. I actually gave him $26. I got the Gizmo off of him for his asking price. I bought this brand new Littlefoot from 1988 or 89 from Gund. Brand new 18-inch Littlefoot from Land Before Time. Super adorable figure, super soft. It's brand new with the tags still on it. Both tags, Land Before Time. It's vintage. I love this stuff. And then right before I left, he brought down this. This is Disney Baby. This is a massive, like 20-inch tall Dumbo. He actually wanted $5 for this. And I said, as long as you're okay with it, and as long as you're making money on it, I will buy it from you. He wanted 10. I gave him 5. It's kind of dirty, and it's not old. It's Disney Baby. It's like a couple years old, but I think it might be an exclusive from the park. I'm not 100%, but my wife loves Dumbo, and she loves Gizmo, and I like Littlefoot. So we might end up giving those away. I'm not 100% sure yet, but they are adorable, and I was there, and I kind of felt bad I wasn't buying the video game systems from him, because I didn't want to spend retail on a DS or a DSi or Lite or whatever, because they go for like $50. But I told him, if you can find a cheap charger and a couple games with it, I said, you have no problem selling those for $70 and making $40 to $50 profit each. So I'm glad I could help him out. His father ended up coming home. The kid invited me into the house. I thought his father was in the back working on the cars. Little did I know, the guy kind of rolled up in an F-250 and like jumped out the car, and he saw that my one of our vehicles was out in front of his house. So I kindly walked out there and shook his hand and said, I'm sorry. I said, I wasn't sure. Your son invited me in. I said, I was buying a couple things from him. And I said, I just wanted to let you know your son has a really good head on his shoulders, and you raised a really polite kid. He goes, thank you, man. I really appreciate that. He goes, yeah, he's got kind of an old soul. And I said, that's exactly how I am. So it was really cool. You know, I walked outside. I made sure that his dad was okay with it. I thought his dad was in the back garage, but he didn't tell me. So overall, it was an amazing experience. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I love this kind of stuff. This is a passion for me. The garage is absolutely packed full of this kind of stuff. But I mean, I don't like to give up an opportunity to buy stuff like this and miss out. So I try to go out there and buy it when I can, because I have all the free time in the world. So thank you guys all again. Check out some of my other videos, you know, my other toys and collectibles videos. I posted a couple really cool videos of GalaxyCon with the Blue's Clues panel, with Steve Burns and Donovan, who's Joe and Josh. And I also got, you know, Tracy, that plays the voice of Blue on there. I did the Clone Wars panel with them, sat in the front row. I also met Ian McDiarmid, Anthony Michael Hall, I think, as well as that was Emperor Palpatine was Ian McDiarmid, and Anthony Michael Hall was in Breakfast Club, as well as some other movies, like I think Breaking Bad. And then I also did a Mandalorian panel where I sat in the front, and I was able to participate in some of that. So check out some of those videos. They're super cool just to hear celebrities talk, hear how intelligent they are, and just a really cool time going there and just sitting and watching some of the celebrities that you watch on TV and actually hear them talk and answer questions that people have to, you know, want to know. So again, God bless you all. I hope you guys had a happy Easter, Resurrection Day, and thank you all for tuning in. Please stay safe, be good to one another, and have fun picking, and enjoy your childhood when you can. God bless. Peace. I'll see you in the next video. Thank